Good morning, guys. Tony Maritato here, licensed physical therapist, and today I wanted to record a quick lesson on how to use compression boots. Now, it doesn't matter what brand. We use HE here in the clinic. We love them. We've used them for a long time. The thing that I like about this brand, they're wireless, they're tubeless. Some of the other boots on Amazon have tubes, have power supplies. This is all battery operated, so it's super easy. But basically what you want to do, you want to get into a position where you apply the compression boot, you zip it up. It's super simple. I can be in a position, a lot of my patients will have spinal stenosis. They're not going to feel comfortable laying on their back. And one of the most common pieces of advice that physicians, physical therapists will say is elevate the leg to reduce swelling. But when they're saying that, what they mean is the leg has to be higher than the level of the heart when you're not using a compression boot. That means I have to be flat on my back, my leg has to be in the air. A lot of my patients can't tolerate that position because of the low back pain and the spinal stenosis. So what the compression boot does is it allows my patient to stay in a vertical position, but get the compression just like they would, actually more than if they were flat on their back with their leg up. The way this one works, there's a little switch on the side. You flip it on. This is the battery pack up front. I press the button and I lay back and relax. And it's a sequential compression that starts at the foot, moves to the calf, moves to the knee and up into the thigh. That sequential compression moves the fluid back into the system. The secondary benefit that I like about compression boots is as they compress, they also facilitate knee extension. Now, if I wanted to do a little bit more, I could grab something. Let's assume that I'm on a couch. Let's assume that I'm in a bed. I can prop something under the heel while I'm using the compression boot, and it's going to further increase my knee range of motion, my knee extension. If you want to get really fancy, you can crisscross so that now my other leg is applying a little extra extension force, and because the compression is squeezing, it makes it a lot more comfortable than just doing sustained extension without the compression. But this would be something that I'd typically run 10, 12, 15 minutes. I would allow it to turn off on its own, take it off. You can use ice while you're doing compression. You can use TENS while you're doing compression. The one thing I would advise against, in other videos, you've probably heard me say, some patients like heat, some patients like ice. I would not apply a heating pad while using compression. It's just too easy for the temperature of that heat to exceed the tissue's tolerance and cause burning and irritation. But an ice pack is usually no problem. TENS units usually no problem. Positioning is usually pretty comfortable, pretty easy. And you know what? If you're one of those individuals that don't have spinal stenosis, don't have any problems laying on your back, the ideal position to really get the most benefit would be flat on your back, hip at about 45 degrees or higher. And now we've got compression with gravity working. You can just chill out, relax, let it run through its cycles. And then almost every single time when you finish compression, I'm going to flip it off. I'm going to unzip it. Typically, the knee is going to be a little smaller because we just squeezed all of that fluid out of there. You're going to have about 5 to 7 minutes where you might actually have better opportunity to improve range of motion. So now this is where, I don't have it handy, you could use the strap, you could use your hands, you can work on knee flexion, you can work on knee extension. But for the next 5 to 7 minutes, because we've moved the fluid out of the area, almost think of it like a balloon. The joint capsule is going to be a little bit looser. There's going to be less fluid in there. and you can almost always get a little more range of motion. If you guys try it, let me know. I'll put a link to the Amazon product page for the HE compression boots, but it doesn't matter what brand you use. Compression is almost universally a positive intervention when you're dealing with post-surgical swelling, pain, redness, discomfort, any of the inflammatory stuff that comes after surgery. I'll catch you guys on the next video.